welcome to my vlog. This is Shotguns and Guitars, and my name is Chris. I'm also known as Draconis Thanos, Draconis Thanatos, and Melodicus on the internet. I'll get into what my internet handles mean later. I'm happily married to my wife Des. She's also known as Thigirian on the internet. And you're probably wondering why I named my show what I did. With a name like Shotguns and Guitars, you'd probably think I was some kind of hillbilly hick. But no, not really. I'm a city boy. I was raised in Tampa. I just named the show that because my two primary hobbies are shotguns and guitars. So I want to have a lot of this in my show. I do other things. I used to be a guitar teacher. I'm a shotgun enthusiast. Kind of new to that. It's one of my newer hobbies, but I've been playing guitar since the mid-'80s. And I'll be playing a lot of songs and pieces on my show, renditions of songs other people have written, my own compositions. I play and compose classical music. I also play and compose rock and metal music. I also play and compose Spanish style guitar. And a few other styles. My wife, who's an artist, is also a bass player, so we get to have fun playing together and making music. And one of her arts pieces that she did for me was my character Melodicus, which is a werewolf. But we'll get into more of those things later, in later episodes. Just introductory stuff, just an overview. Just, some of my friends will be watching this already know me this well, but also an avid video gamer, and I have been ever since the Atari 2600 was new. So but I missed the whole 8-bit generation. I went right from Atari 2600 to the Sega Genesis. So I went from, 4-bit to 16. And so I missed all the original Nintendo. My wife, though, was an avid player of the original Nintendo system, so she introduced me to all that. And her and I are both collectors. When we got married, our two collections became one giant one. And I had to build shelves and everything just to house some of this junk. The video game systems, of course my primary one is Xbox 360, but we have pretty much all the systems. Do not have a PS4 or an Xbox One yet, though I'm not really keen on the Xbox One. As much as I love the 360, I have a PS3, but we don't play it much. But this generation, I'm thinking of going PS4, but please feel free to email me with those opinions. So what about my vlogs? Well, what I'm going to do, what I would like to do, is each episode just focus on some of my hobbies and what I like and share them with you all. And like to have discussions about them. Feel free to write me. Video respond, if you can still do that the way YouTube has ruined itself. So each episode might have a common theme, but to keep it from getting stale and boring, I'll kind of jump around a little bit and show different aspects of hobbies and things. Show me playing some games, maybe doing crazy stuff with that. I also do, I like to impersonate voices, but some of those are a surprise. I will reveal those as vlogs pass by. A personality type is I'm an INTP, introverted, intuitive, thinking, perceiving. My wife's an INTJ, so what little differences we really have, we get along great. We complete each other that way. Both introverts, so we don't have to worry about annoying each other with crowds. We're both intuitive, so we find new solutions to problems if the traditional ones seem to be lagging. We're both thinking types, so we don't overreact emotionally to things. We think things through. We rarely fight. I don't remember a real fight we've ever had. Because we have to step back and think about it, and then we can approach it. Now, where we are different is, since she's a J, which for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, just bear with me, we'll explain it on future episodes. But since my wife's a J type, a judging type, she's more about getting things done right now, and since I'm a perceiving type, I'm more about just trying to step back and get more information. So we complete each other that way. I'll gather more information, and she'll just make it happen. I work a lot, and I'm on the road a lot. I do service calls. I do leak detections. I use microphones and pipe locators to find leaks under floors in houses for about 20 different plumbing companies. So I'm on the road a lot. And on the side, I write music, but that's more of a hobby. I don't really make money doing that. I used to be a guitar teacher, but I had about 30 students, all one-on-one. The school went bankrupt a few years into that, and I just couldn't ever get back into it again. Kind of lost the heart for it. Don't have the time. But on my vlog, I will give tips. Okay, I'm going to give you a music theory tip that will guarantee you an A on every exam in music class. It's so simple, but I'm only going to show you this once. As far as the shotguns aspect of the vlogs that I'll be doing, we'll just have a lot of footage at the range. If I get to go to a friend's house that has big property, we'll get the fire, we'll film things. Try to do things unique, just to make it entertaining and funny. I do have a goofy sense of humor as an INTP. As you'll see in my next vlog, which I'll put up, my wife and I took a trip, and that's what that one will focus on. Just to wrap it up, so this intro isn't so over-detailed. I'm also a monster fan. My wife and I love horror movies. We like monster movies. And I remember as far back as 5 years old, I used to watch Godzilla movies. So it would be Godzilla and Rodan and all the giant monsters from Japan, King Kong. Gosh, I loved monster movies. And in future episodes, we'll show the collection that we have. When we got married, my wife and I made one giant collection of of monstrosities. So you get to see all that here soon. It'll give you a tour of the room in other episodes. But anyway, this was just an introduction to Shotguns and Guitars. I hope you liked it. And I'll start giving guitar tips, talking about everything from psychology to food, guns, guitars, and music theory. Please feel free to ask me questions. I'm also a Christian. Anyone who wants to talk about theology or send me emails, send me comments, I'll look at them and we'll discuss it. Well, that's it for the introduction. I have more hobbies. We'll discuss them all later. And, and thank you for watching this. We'll see you on the next Shotguns and Guitars.